What's going on, you bunch of heathens? Today we are checking out Kinda Consensual. Was the Cracker Barrel rebrand a giant PR stunt? And honestly, I think either a small clip of this or off of something else where Nick was talking about it. Could probably be so. But either way, let's see what they're talking about. Let's jump in. Make sure you guys check out the original. Let's go.
They got Cracker Barrels back.
Yeah, I did a whole video on it. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I still haven't watched it.
I mean, if it's just a marketing ploy, genius.
I mean, if it is, it got everybody talking about it, and it's
So-
as easy
And
as
switched it back after a week.
yeah.
Not bad.
This will come out after the video's coming out in like 2 days, so I can just go over it here. My entire theory when I dug into it is like all the news headlines are like Cracker Barrel remodeled, which kind of implies all of them remodeled. They only remodeled 30 locations out of 660, I think.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, okay, the stock price dropped $94 million. That's all paper bullshit. That's not a realized loss yet. So the only thing they're out is whatever it costs to remodel 30 restaurants, which if they're smart, it's the 30 restaurants that they were going to close anyways. And how much free publicity have they gotten out of it? $500 million. You know what I mean? So then it's like, okay, they do that. Everybody now has this vibe of like, oh shit, Cracker Barrel's changing forever. We should go there one last time before it's gone.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was actually a fucking a PR ploy. Because if you think about it, even if because this is a major corporation we're talking about in 2025. Remodeled like 30 stores. Okay, if we go with that, okay, that's still quite a bit of money because we all know they're not going to fucking be cheap about it. And 30 stores isn't insignificant. You have all the original like money it costs to PR it, to like get the rage out there. And overall, it's still just a company in 2025. I really don't think it was a PR stunt. If it was a PR stunt, they're fucking smart as hell, but I don't know.
We know it. So then they have their best year ever. They recoup their lost gains. And the whole strategy behind it is they didn't just remodel the restaurants because nobody was complaining about that. Like nobody ever complained about Cracker Barrel. Like nobody walked into Cracker Barrel and was like, oh shit, it's a Cracker Barrel. I hate it. Like you knew what you were getting into. So
Yeah.
then they also revamped the entire menu. They added a bunch of good shit. They supposedly made shit better. And then they brought back all the old shit that they'd gotten rid of over the years that people loved.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So then it's like, well, they've burned all these customers for having a shitty eating experience. Even if they fix the menu, they're not going to get them to come back in to try it. So they staged this whole marketing thing to get everybody to come in one last time. Oh shit, the food is better. Oh shit, now they changed the logo back. Oh shit, now they're not changing Cracker Barrel, and I like Cracker Barrel again. I'm 50-50. It's a marketing stunt.
I don't think they're smart enough to make it a marketing stunt. The amount of people that they put in charge of.
See, that's my thing. It's like, that sounds smart. So it's like, yeah, I'm 50-50. But then what he just said is also true. I don't think they're actually smart enough to make the entire thing a PR stunt.
So many other large corporations that have just shit the bed and have been unwilling to turn back and make the correction. I think this is just the first time that somebody's decided to go back and make the correction.
So
I think so too.
Whoever CEO, who was the individual? The female
woman.
This is great. It's polling great. And then they did that New York dance thing. Did you see that?
A woman did it.
Did you see the little dance?
I love that.
Thing? They did
just a little fucking whisper. A woman did it.
Stand up. Oh, holy shit! Hold on.
I'm not allowed to touch things that aren't my mouse, so then we don't have the recording.
I got you.
Oh my god.
This is really
Well,
bad.
while you're looking that up, Nick, I want to talk to you about this, and Eli, feel free to listen in. There was a guy on Twitter that had like an interesting rant about the whole change of Cracker Barrel, not just the logo, but also some of the locations. Did you see how some of the locations were going to look too, the newer ones?
Yeah, they're that square modern shit that all restaurants do.
Yeah,
That
I
all
hate
restaurants
it.
have
It's
now,
so
right? Yeah.
hideous.
So
It's a real
this
estate
guy,
scam.
what's that?
It's a real estate scam.
Why do you say that?
They like
Oh.
all like fast food restaurants are going to disappear in 20 years.
Why do you say that? Would you hold on? I'm gonna say we're going in two
Okay, go
different
ahead.
directions.
All right, go
I
ahead.
like
Okay.
where you're going with this, but
Yeah, so am I, but it's just like, okay, I like where you're going, not where I was going though. So I'm gonna finish my thought, then we can hop back onto yours. I love that.
Let me finish this thing first because I think they're two interesting points of view in separate ways, but they both have the same topic of restaurants and the business changing, right?
Okay.
So this guy made an interesting point. He goes, McDonald's used to have iconic buildings, Pizza Hut used to have iconic buildings, Taco Bell, and now Cracker Barrel. And what have they all done? They've all changed it to the gray box. And his rant was like, this isn't some.
I would say maybe it's like a money thing, making it cheaper so that way they're not all like different, you know, trying to increase profit, but I honestly don't think so. I don't think it would be more. I don't think you're really saving any, if a lot, if any money doing this modern bullshit.
Woke thing taking over. This is good business. Basically, he's saying that because there are so many properties that they own, whether it be Cracker Barrel, especially McDonald's,
Okay.
the iconic structures that they used to have were preventing them from getting good resale on the properties when they were done with them. Because it's not a weed shop. It's a weed shop that used to be a Pizza Hut because of the iconic red roof. No matter how we paint it.
Okay. Yeah, that also makes sense because there's quite a few buildings where you'll be driving past and it's not like a loan office or something like that. It's like, oh, that used to be that's an old like Taco Bell or whatever. Yeah, okay, I see it. I see where he's going with
You
this.
know, it used to be a Pizza Hut. Same thing
Yeah.
with like a Taco Bell. You can spray paint the stucco as much as you want, but it's stucco and the red tile roofing. You get my point, right? The McDonald's with the golden arches, now it's gray. But
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's got all of them. Pizza Hut, McDonald's.
They're all
Taco
gray
Bell, as you're
boxes
saying.
now. They're all gray boxes. But my thing is, although that is an interesting point of view,
Yeah, that is.
I call horseshit on it because one, most of these places are standalones in their own parking lot. Even though McDonald's is one of the only restaurants that owns the land that it's on, the other ones don't. Maybe they're starting to do that.
Okay.
But in order to think that far ahead about failure and trying to resell, I just don't see that. You're making your money, you're creating a building, you want an iconic look. That way when people drive by, they're not just like, is that an Office Depot or a Pizza Hut? I don't know. No, they can drive by and immediately go, Pizza Hut, there it is. Iconic thing that I recognize. We like that. We want that. Let's stop in.
See, good point. But that may have been just a change in thinking, because I would think more like that, not what the other guy is saying, because it's like, yeah, I want my shit to stand out versus all the other things.
And get some food instead of looking at their phones and trying to Google where it is and not knowing which gray box it is next to.
Yeah, branding. Like,
Yeah.
overall.
It's
no
it's
different
overall
than a
branding.
thumbnail, anything. Yeah.
Its overall branding is far more important than 20, 15 years down the line being like, how are we going to get rid of this building that we bought that we thought would last longer than this? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes
but
a lot
the
more
thing I
sense
think
that way.
Maybe you're not considering is like the resale value of a building, even if it's just the perceived resale value of a building, still has like big implications on a company for being able to report like how much assets they have and everything. So like a iconic McDonald's building or an iconic Taco Bell, like if you're going to have it appraised, it's going to have a lower appraisal for that reason compared to, hey, this is a blank slate that you can do whatever with. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I get that. But like what? And here's the deal. I think this is where you're getting at. The higher the
Okay, yeah, he's missing the point, I think, but I understand where he's at though. Personally, I think I'd rather take the instant loss over like perceived assets rather than losing my branding.
Praised value, the more money it looks like the business makes or has, that they can then be lent by other larger banks to grow and make more money, etc. Is that like a point you're trying to get to?
Kind of, like, yes, but to take it a little bit deeper, you have to, like, if you were looking at the value of McDonald's property and
Mhm.
you say, I have 50,000 McDonald's that are the classic iconic building that is essentially garbage. Like, you're either going to have to put some business that's never actually going to thrive, like a weed shop or a vape shop in it. Otherwise, you're going to have
Okay.
to demo this bitch and put your own building on it.
Mhm.
And then I also have 50,000 McDonald's that we can pull the ovens out of this shit and you can turn it into a high-end boutique or a Louis Vuitton store or whatever the tomorrow is going to have a higher value. And also that building, you know, if you build it in 2012, over the course of 20 years, that's going up in value. Whereas that McDonald's building is kind of just like, I invested this money. It's basically garbage. There's no return on perceived value from it.
Yeah,
Right,
it
it's
makes
Kind of
sense.
like investing in stocks.
Yeah, it makes
But
sense. It makes sense. Let's see what he says, but I have a feeling he's kind of missing the point.
Which I understand, right?
Yeah.
But here's my pushback on that. Even though you're right. Yes,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Let's
My
see.
pushback is then going to be like, then all of our architecture is going to look like 1970s, 1960s brutalism.
Completely agree.
We're all just,
Yeah, it is.
we're all going to have ugly.
See, Nick isn't Fat Electrician. Nick isn't saying that he agrees with it. He's just explaining why it's happening. And I completely agree. I think it looks fucking horrible, dog shit, no fucking originality anymore because people only think about the bottom line.
Ass gray buildings that look like it was painted some sort of dystopian future or past.
Yeah, it's like we're bringing back the fucking Soviet communist bloc architecture. You know what I mean? You see any Eastern European fucking country that was part of the USSR at one point, and they all have fucking just square rectangle box apartments. You know what I mean?
As all the places we eat. Quick, honey, eat your delicious vitamin pill that we've got vacuum sealed from Greybox Emporium. Like, no human wants to live like that. We need art. We need things for entertainment. Shiny doodads and books that spark imagination. That's where consumers want to go buy shit.
Well, I think you're also taking away.
That is true. But also, think about it like this. If everyone, if every company does this, it won't fucking matter. Also, at this point, it's a McDonald's. People are going to go there no matter what it looks like.
Consumers want that, but then on the business side, you have that mindset. This is the future, and even consumer side. Look at modern, that quote unquote modern real estate. It is very blocky, hard lines, gray, black, subtle colors, and that is taking off, especially in your high-end was it tech homes. So then companies look at that, it's like, oh, tech people are doing this, we should do. And your average customer or somebody buying a house thinks that's really high end. Oh, since people want that, we should build our buildings like that, and then that will drive traffic to it. Now, it probably won't drive traffic. That's the problem with it. It's higher ups at companies making these big decisions.
They look
and
at
not
data.
thinking.
They look at
data,
exactly.
and they're like, what's the best, safest color for resale value? Millennial gray. I mean, look at car colors. Like, cool
God,
car
yeah.
colors
Like,
are
oh,
dying.
dude, bro,
Like
gone.
every new car off the lot is gray,
Black.
black,
White.
lighter gray, darker gray, blue gray, green gray, 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 gray. Every car is gray now.
I hate it.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw a yellow car?
Or a blue, or a, you know what I mean?
Blue is at least still somewhat popular, but nah, you don't see yellow like factory colors anymore. You don't you don't see it anymore. And it's actually kind of sad to think about
if
it.
it wasn't, and even if you do see those crazy colors, it's like a Corvette or a Ferrari, somebody that wants you to be like, hey, look at my dope ass car. Nobody's buying a, you know, a Camry that's yellow. Like,
Unless
it's just
it's
not
a
a
taxi.
Oh, true.
This
Yeah, but
world is
even then,
getting
that's probably
gray
repainted.
and gay.
What a great fucking ending. The world's getting gray and gay. Love that. Well, that was the Cracker Barrel rebrand a giant PR stunt. And yet again, like always, we got a little off track there, but I don't think so. It didn't seem like it could have been. But that was good. Make sure you guys check out the original. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves. See ya.